If someone asks you what's your favorite One Piece episode, it'll feel like trying to pick out your favorite song or movie. But if I had to choose an episode that I really liked and I would watch over and over again, that would be episode 24. Hawkeye's Mihawk, Swordsman Zorro Falls to the Sea. This covers manga chapters 50 through 52. At the start of the episode, the Straw Hat crew are currently having some major problems. Nami stole the Going Merry and treasure. Don Krieg is in the process of hijacking the Verity restaurant, but his ship recently got sliced up. Leading up to this point, all the focus was mainly on Don Krieg. He had a bigger ship than the Straw Hats, he had a bigger crew, he had a 17 million berry bounty. He seems like the greatest challenge that the Straw Hats had to go against since the Seer Village arc when they had a battle against Kuro. But as we keep watching, you start seeing the mysterious small boat that's shaped as a coffin heading towards the Don Krieg ship. My favorite part is to see everyone's reaction when they see who this person is sailing towards them. You can see fear, anxiety, confusion in their eyes and faces. This was the man that sank 50's fleet of ships. This was the man that followed Don Krieg from the Grand Line all the way back to the East Blue. That man was the world's greatest swordsman, Hawkeye's Mihawk. Don Krieg crew members felt like this was the end. There was no way to survive this. But what exactly was the lone swordsman looking for? Did he want Don Krieg's bounty? Did Don Krieg have information that Mihawk was looking for? The crew members wanted answers. Mihawk gave out a chilling response. He just wanted to kill some time. He wasn't looking for money or revenge, he simply just trying to kill some time. One of Don Krieg's crew members did not accept the answer. In response, he tried shooting Mihawk at close range. This is where we get to see firsthand on how skilled of a swordsman he really is. While everyone is in disbelief that Mihawk did not get hit by the bullets, when all hope seemed lost, there was one pirate that stood up to the plate. This was second in command of the Straw Hat crew, Roman Noah Zorro. Zorro was excited and nervous at the same time. This was the only time he can face against the world's greatest swordsman. What other chance will he ever get to have this opportunity again? Hawkeye didn't look impressed. He was a little confused as to why Zorro wants to challenge him. Mihawk already knew this matchup will be one-sided, but Zorro didn't care. His ambition drives him, and he also made a promise a while ago to a friend and agreed that one of them will be the world's greatest swordsman in the future. Zorro was serious. Mihawk wasn't. Mihawk pulled out his smallest blade that he had on him and wanted to test out and see what Zorro was capable of. Mihawk was trying to make a point to Zorro that he does have name recognition in the East Blue, but that's only part of the world. There are other areas around the world that have better and stronger people compared to the East Blue. Zorro didn't want to listen to what Mihawk had to say. He was completely focused on defeating him. Zorro didn't hold back. He was going to use his strongest attack right away, his Onikiri. The same attack that defeated Kabaji the Acrobat back in episode 7. But this next moment showed where the difference in power really was. Zorro's special move was stopped instantly. Zorro defeated many enemies using this technique. For someone who was able to completely stop Zorro's attack with such a small blade was a giant shock to Zorro, Luffy, Yasuku, and Johnny. You can feel the pain that Zorro is going through. He spent so much time training and building up his reputation over the years to be stopped at this very moment. Zorro didn't want to accept the outcome. He didn't think the skill level was this far apart. Yasuko and Johnny didn't like how Mihawk was disrespecting their friend Zorro. They wanted to help him out, but Luffy wanted Zorro to continue his fight on his own. Zorro was setting up his next attack, the Toragati, which translates to tiger hunting. But it didn't work. Zorro was stabbed. Everyone was shocked, but Mihawk noticed something. Zorro refused to step back. Mihawk was impressed by Zoro's conviction. He wanted to know what his name is. That man was Roanoa Zorro. Mihawk was overall impressed by Zoro's strengths and decided to end the match with the Black Sword. At this very moment, Zorro has one last chance to defeat Mihawk right here and become the strongest swordsman or die trying. He used his 3-sword style Sentoryu Oji. In a matter of seconds, it was over. Zorro was defeated. Zorro turned around towards Mihawk. He was willing to sacrifice his life to him. Mihawk gave a little grin on his face, then he finished off Zorro one last time, defeating him. Everyone was shocked to see what they just witnessed. It showed the power from the Grand Line and what it's capable of. Pirate Hunter Zorro was strong and had a reputation on the East Blue, but couldn't even land a single mark on Mihawk. Yosaku and Johnny jumped in after Zorro. Luffy lost control and got angry and frustrated. He assumed that Mihawk killed Zorro right in front of everyone. Luffy used his Devil Fruit powers to go after Mihawk and get revenge, but Mihawk assured Luffy that his crewmate is still alive. Soon after, Mihawk gave a little speech telling Zorro, once he gets strong, go and find him and try facing him again one-on-one. Mihawk looked over at Luffy and wanted to know what goal does he seek. Luffy wanted to be the Pirate King. Mihawk, he didn't laugh or mock Luffy. He just simply stated that it's going to be a tough direction to move forward to becoming the Pirate King. After that, Zorro regained consciousness and raised up his sword. He made an oath to Luffy that he will never lose again until the day he fights Mihawk again and wins. Mihawk appreciated Zorro's speech and made a small comment about Luffy and his crewmates. He said they make a good team and that someday he would like to see each other again in the future. As Mihawk started walking away, Dom Krieg wanted to fight Mihawk. He pulled out his guns and started shooting. Mihawk took out his sword and disappeared in an instant, nowhere to be found. We won't be seeing Mihawk again until episode 45. Every time I watch this episode, I enjoy it more than last time. The first 23 episodes you watch Luffy and his crew face off against enemies closer to their skill range on the East Blue. But when we first see this outsider from the Grand Line that came into the picture, it showed the skill difference. Not just Zorro, but everyone else on how far apart they were when it came to Mihawk's abilities. Episode 23 shows that Zorro, Luffy, Usopp, that if they wanted to succeed in the Grand Line, they have to get stronger so that they won't be totally outmatched like what happened with Mihawk. I think that's the turning point that got me hooked onto One Piece. I wanted to continue watching and see if there were other characters like Mihawk out there in the One Piece world. I wanted to know if there were stronger characters than Mihawk. Even though this episode is over 20 years old, it's still currently one of my favorite One Piece episodes so far.